directly. I, whom you call a young military junta leader, whom you brand as a dangerous radical, whom you serve up as an anti-Western dictator, am
Since Traoré came to power, the military government has cracked down on dissent, kidnapping.
In a jaw-dropping move that stunned the globe, Captain Ibrahim Traoré has just unveiled an entire city, 50,000 brand new homes, built for the people of Burkina Faso. No loans, no rent, just hope and housing for thousands. Is this the boldest act of leadership Africa has seen in decades? What does this mean for the nation's future? Stay tuned as we reveal the scale, vision, and impact behind Traoré's astonishing gift to his people, and why the world can't stop talking about it. In a stunning move that has captured the attention of not only Africa, but the entire world, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the young and determined leader of Burkina Faso, has once again proven his unwavering commitment to national dignity, self-reliance, and the empowerment of his people. In 2025, Traoré has announced the successful construction of an entirely new city, 50,000 homes built from the ground up, and now being handed directly to the citizens of Burkina Faso.
President, I hope I pronounced my felicitation properly. For me, it was an honor to be part of these commemorative events devoted to the great victory anniversary, and I would like to thank you for inviting us. It was a great honor for us.
A move that has not only shocked political observers and foreign analysts, but has inspired millions across the continent. This is not just urban planning. This is a symbol of resistance, a declaration of independence from neo-colonial control, and a profound act of love for the people of Burkina Faso. The vision that sparked a revolution. To understand the gravity of this development, we need to go back to the values Ibrahim Traoré has consistently stood for. Since rising to power in September 2022, Traoré has prioritized sovereignty, resource control, and social transformation. His approach is radical in the best sense of the word, deep, structural, and aimed at transforming lives. When Traoré spoke about Burkina Faso for Burkinabe, few anticipated he would literally manifest that belief by constructing an entire city for his people. This is not a public-private real estate deal, nor is it some foreign-funded aid project with strings attached. This is a government-led effort, financed through restructured national budgets, resource management, and regional cooperation, built for working families, internally displaced citizens, and youth with no access to secure housing. A city for the people. Let's talk about what this city looks like. The newly built settlement isn't just rows of prefabricated homes stacked for show. This is a fully functioning urban center, complete with schools, clinics, clean water systems, solar-powered energy grids, community farming zones, and tech hubs for youth employment. The homes are sustainable, designed with local materials to ensure longevity and cultural resonance. Each unit is offered free of charge to citizens most in need, a direct policy to combat homelessness, overcrowded rural living, and displacement due to regional instability. For many Burkinabe, this is the first time they've had formal ownership of a home, a plot of land, and access to vital public services. What sets this development apart is not just its scale, but its intentionality. Traoré isn't simply building homes, he's building dignity, he's building trust, and most importantly, he's building hope. How it was possible. So how did a country like Burkina Faso, often portrayed by Western media as one of the poorest in the world, pull off such a monumental feat? It all comes down to resource nationalism and anti-corruption leadership. Under Traoré's government, Burkina Faso has taken back control of its gold and mineral resources. For decades, much of the country's wealth was siphoned off by foreign corporations under unequal contracts. Traoré's administration renegotiated those terms, expelled exploitative operators, and reinvested the revenue directly into infrastructure, defense, and social programs like this housing initiative. Additionally, a crackdown on wasteful spending and elite corruption freed up capital for real development. The funds weren't going to luxury vehicles or overseas bank accounts. They were going into bricks, mortar, and jobs. The city project alone employed thousands of Burkinabe workers, from architects to electricians to farmers producing materials. This is what people-first governance looks like. Why the world is watching. The reaction from the international community has been mixed. admiration from many African citizens and activists, but thinly veiled discomfort from certain Western powers. Why? Because Traoré is shattering the narrative. For too long, the dominant story was that African countries could only progress through Western aid, IMF loans, or NGO charity. But here we have a West African nation that said, no, we will do this ourselves. And then they did it. Even more threatening to the old world order is the rising pride and unity this project has fostered within Burkina Faso.
Openly announced, having supported and participated in a cowardly terrorist and barbaric attack against the forces of our confederation in Tinsawatten. The African Union did not utter a word to condemn this interference by a state outside of Africa in the internal affairs of our states. I would like them to hear this.
Across cities and villages, people speak with new confidence. The housing project has become a national symbol of what's possible when leadership is bold and unafraid. It is no exaggeration to say that Burkina Faso's development under Traoré is beginning to inspire similar visions in Mali, Niger, Guinea, and beyond. The Sahel is no longer just a zone of instability. It is becoming a zone of innovation and awakening. A new kind of leadership. Ibrahim Traoré is not a conventional head of state. At just 36, he is the world's youngest military leader, yet his maturity and clarity of purpose stand out. Traoré leads with presence, frequenting development sites, speaking with workers, and affirming that he serves the people, not rules them. His approach is grounded in humility and action. One of his boldest moves, the decision to distribute 50,000 homes freely without red tape or favoritism, reflects his commitment to putting citizens first. He understands that true national stability begins at home. When families have shelter, clean water, and schools nearby, they are not just surviving, they are thriving. They gain the foundation to dream, contribute, and help shape a stronger Burkina Faso. Traoré's leadership is about inclusion, dignity, and the belief that every Burkinabe deserves the chance to build a better future. Women and youth, at the center. Another beautiful dimension of the housing project is its inclusive nature. A significant portion of homes have been allocated to single mothers, widows, and youth-led households, groups traditionally left behind in development programs. Clinics inside the new city offer maternal care, and schools include female education programs, ensuring that girls grow up in an environment that values their minds and their futures. In the city's development council, youth voices are central. Traoré believes that the young people of Burkina Faso, who form over 70% of the population, must lead in shaping their country's direction. Vocational training centers, coding boot camps, and green energy workshops are just a few of the youth-oriented projects embedded into the city's design. From surviving to thriving, Burkina Faso has long endured hardship, terrorist insurgencies, food insecurity, and the forced displacement of its people. Yet, the launch of a 50,000 home project marks a powerful shift from survival to sovereignty. It is a defining moment in the country's modern history, signaling resilience and self-determination. No longer defined solely by its struggles, Burkina Faso is writing a new narrative, one of construction, protection, and aspiration. This bold experiment in people-led urban development is more than a housing initiative. It is a statement of hope, unity, and vision for the future. Yes, the challenges remain. Yes, threats still loom. But this effort shows that the nation is not retreating. It is rebuilding. Every brick laid is a symbol of progress, of a people refusing to be defeated. In the face of adversity, Burkina Faso is choosing to dream, and to build that dream into reality. This is a victory no one can deny. The bigger picture. What Traoré has done isn't just about housing. It's about redefining governance. It's about proving that a different kind of leadership is possible, one rooted in Pan-Africanism, economic justice, and self-determination. Other African nations are now taking notes. From Kigali to Bamako, whispers are turning into discussions into plans. The Burkina model is proving infectious, and in the best way. Traoré has said many times, we must stop asking what others will do for us. We must ask what we will do for ourselves. These homes, these 50,000 homes, are the answer. What has happened in 2025 in Burkina Faso is not just an act of charity. It's a revolution in cement and stone. It's a message to every citizen that they matter, that they belong, and that their nation is ready to rise. From the red dust of the Sahel has emerged a city, a living, breathing tribute to the people who dared to hope. Ibrahim Traoré didn't just build homes, he built history. And the world can't stop watching. From blueprints to bustling streets, Traoré's 50,000-home city is no longer a dream. It's a reality changing lives across Burkina Faso. This isn't just construction, it's a revolution in dignity, purpose, and national pride. As the world watches in disbelief, one question remains. Can this spark a new era for all of Africa? If this story inspired you, hit like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe. The rise of Burkina is here, and it's only just beginning.